Soon I shall cross the kingdom of darkness. But nothing is more important than protecting our beloved Rome.
What did you guys learn about gladiators like throughout this process? Obviously there's so much mythology and mystique around them. Like, what did you learn about like the real deal that you sort of never known or that blew your mind throughout this process?
I think maybe the fact that they are prisoners. I mean, I'd seen the movie Gladiator and Spartacus, and I really sort of read up on and sort of immersed myself in the reality of being a prisoner. You have a cell, you can't go, you have a family, but you can't see them. And within that sort of situation, you have to grasp onto something. You have to find humanity and friendship like they do in the show, which I thought was absolutely beautiful on the page and what I tried to focus on and bring to the screen.
For me, I took the challenge as I was going, because obviously Kwame comes in where he's not a gladiator, and I wanted him to kind of learn it on a day-to-day basis to understand this world that he's in, because he's got so much going on. Firstly, he's in Rome, a place that he's only heard stories about, and now he's in the Ludus Magnus training as a gladiator. So I kind of took it day to day and step to step, and then let the relationship that he has with Vigo kind of educate him what it means to be a gladiator and how to kind of maneuver this journey and find a way for himself to kind of, whether it's, succeed or eventually get out of this treacherous world.
Much of this directed by Roland Emmerich, has such a great reputation in Hollywood, known for typically destroying cities, but this is his Gladiator, right? This is his, and also probably his first, I think his first major TV show. What can you say about sort of what the vibe is like on a Roland Emmerich set and what he brings to the set every day?
I mean, he brings a level of professionalism and not expectation, but like a demand that everyone deliver what they're there to deliver. And I mean, you'd look at it's his first TV show, but it very much looks and feels like a film, because you'd be looking at the monitors when they were setting up shots and you'd go, well, that's great. That looks perfect. And he'd be like halfway there, just tweaking and making it absolutely beautiful.
If it's ever come to an experience where I have to talk about trusting a director, it would be this story that I have with him, and just understanding that the way he sees things and how his mindset works is so different and above maybe to how you see things, and just to let him be and trust what he says to you. So there's a lot of moments where he's like, don't worry, just do this part. Even to you, it might not make sense at the time, but when you see the final product, you understand that like this is what he does. This is his game,
I feel like the show is inevitably going to draw some comparisons to Game of Thrones, as that's become the gold standard for this sort of genre on television of epic swords and sandals. It's probably a good thing. Is that fair though? Do you guys welcome these comparisons? Do you see comparisons?
Oh yeah, in the sense that it's an epic big tale that, I mean, we've got multiple layers of storylines and characters. In that respect, it is very much like Game of Thrones in that respect, but we do not have any magic or dragons, I'm afraid.
Yeah. And it's a good thing. It's also kind of what's in at the moment. It's what, a lot of the audience really grasp into and enjoy. And there's also going to be similarities with Gladiator, for example. What makes our thing a bit more different is where we're shedding the light on. It's more on the underbelly, the underworld, the behind the scenes of the Roman Empire that no one really understands and has any education of. And I think it's all fun. It's nice being compared to these shows and films, but there's a different story here that we're kind of grasping onto. Yeah.